In today's video, we're diving into the high-stakes world of One Piece, where Monkey D. Luffy stands on the brink of monumental battles as the final saga unfolds. Luffy's recent ascent to Yonko status is a huge milestone, but the challenges ahead are even greater. His formidable Gear 5 represents the pinnacle of his Devil Fruit power, but as we've seen in recent chapters, even this might not be enough to topple the formidable enemies that lie ahead. The need for Luffy to elevate his abilities is pressing, and it's clear that mastering Haki, particularly the legendary powers associated with Joy Boy, is crucial for him to overcome these new threats. Luffy's awakening of Gear 5. Luffy tapped in Gear 5 in Chapter 1044. Gear 5 is Luffy's most powerful skill, and there is no doubting how magnificent it is. Gear 5 is essentially the ripest version of Luffy's fruit. The real name of the Gomu Gomu no Mi is Hito Hito no Mi, model, Nika, and it is one of the most deadly devil fruits to the world government, but fans have known this for a long time. While its abilities are neither very groundbreaking nor powerful, they are the most absurd to have ever existed, especially when considering their awakening. The awakening of this devil fruit increases the user's strength, physical qualities, and ability to battle with greater freedom, creativity, and liberty. They become the warriors of liberation, much like the sun god Nika. It is awakening that unleashes the actual power of this devil fruit, and with it, they can accomplish almost anything, limited only by their imagination. This is the most ludicrous talent that has ever existed in the universe of One Piece, and Luffy presently possesses it. Gear 5 clearly has great power. Fans have seen Luffy use it on Kaido first, and he was completely surprised by what this skill could do. Despite his strength, Kaido was unable to keep up with Luffy's freewheeling combat style in the midst of battle. Kaido eventually fell to Luffy in battle, and in the subsequent arc, Luffy used the strength of Gear 5 several times. This time around, he effectively demonstrated that Gear 5 was on an entirely new level. He was able to dominate fights with Lucci and even the Elders. However, Luffy's only difficulty was that he was unable to cause significant harm to the Elders. Luffy was undoubtedly capable of causing them harm, yet they all healed, implying that his abilities were fairly ineffective against them. In extended combat, Luffy would be unable to overcome even one of the Elders since, at the end of the day, he would run out of stamina, whereas they would be as fresh as when they began the war. Luffy is clearly not in shape to battle these people, let alone Imu, who sits even higher. Shaped to fight against these individuals and against the one who sits even higher, Imu. The powers that surpass even Gear 5's capabilities, Joy Boy's Haki is the key to it all. The ability to defeat the 5 Elders and Imu, who sits above them, was recently featured in One Piece. This power is known as Haki. Fans understand that Haki is one of the most extremely dangerous powers in the story and that it exists as a formidable force that only a select few can use, particularly Conqueror's Haki. Fans already know that Luffy possesses Conqueror's Haki and has used this power several times during the story and has recently unlocked Conqueror's Haki Infusion, which allows him to use his Haki in the most advanced ways. It is what truly makes Luffy a Yonko-level threat to anyone and has secured his place in history with the strongest of characters. However, Luffy's Haki is insufficient to combat and defeat the Elders. Luffy needs to make significant progress with Haki if he is to defeat them, as highlighted by the Iron Giant at the end of the Egghead arc. The Iron Giant unleashed Joy Boy's stored Haki, which was so powerful that it not only knocked out almost every Marine on the island, but it also negated the Elders' abilities and the Saturn summonings. All of their powers were fully neutralized, and they were returned to Marihoa. Stunned Luffy cannot achieve this with his Haki, and he plainly needs to gain strength. Gear 5 alone is insufficient to propel him to the top. As Kaido noted, abilities alone cannot conquer the world. Haki reigns supreme. Roger healed the entire world with his strong Haki, yet he didn't even have a devil fruit. Now, this is Kaido's viewpoint, and it should not be confused with facts. The notion is that Luffy's ability alone will not allow him to reach the top. Haki is vital for him to accomplish this. That does not imply that Haki is superior to devil fruit powers or that devil fruit powers are ineffective. The fact that Kaido fell to Luffy while having superior Haki serves as confirmation of this. What this means is that if Luffy wants to destroy the Elders and Imu, he must enhance both Haki and Devil Fruit simultaneously. Luffy may have attained the height of his Devil Fruit abilities by awakening Gear 5. However, his Haki still requires a great deal of improvement. He isn't even close to the level shown by Joy Boy in the most recent chapter or what Shanks did to Kid with a single Haki attack. As One Piece progresses, Luffy will need to improve his use of Haki and achieve the levels that Joy Boy demonstrated. Only then can he negate the Elders and Imu's powers. There's also the menace of Blackbeard to consider, who has the ability to nullify any other Devil Fruit abilities. Only by mastering the strongest form of Haki that Joy Boy demonstrated can Luffy neutralize his talents and make this a fair fight. Summary and highlights. Luffy's forthcoming confrontations will be thrilling, as he uses his most powerful abilities, such as Gear 5. Gear 5 is Luffy's most powerful ability, allowing him to use his Devil Fruit to its full potential in epic combat. To face formidable foes, Luffy must surpass his current power level by learning the Haki and Devil Fruit powers. That wraps up our deep dive into Luffy's epic journey and the crucial role that Haki will play in his future battles. As Luffy continues to push the boundaries of his powers, both Gear 5 and Haki will be put to the ultimate test against the mightiest foes. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on this thrilling saga. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think Luffy needs to do to surpass his current limits? Until next time, keep enjoying the adventure, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for visiting the Mujoora Review YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, questions, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again. See you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments the group is in a winter scene, and the next they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat. And people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Gold D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Gold D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.